Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. So today's video's motive is to deliver that makeup will always look like makeup. Hope you enjoy the video. So I'll start with the Dermaco Salicylic Acid Gel Face Wash. You must always clean your face before starting off with your makeup. It is a very vital step. Then always use a separate face towel to dry your face. I'll be using the Good Vibes orange gel. This will create a separate layer on my skin. I'll massage it properly into my face using my hands. Then I'll be going off with my Neutrogena lip moisturizer. I'll start off with the primer from Blue Heaven and apply it on my T-zone, focusing on the areas where I sweat a lot. Then I'll be using my Miss Claire Everyday Foundation in the shade Soft Beige and use my beauty blender to blend it out. Don't forget to wet your beauty blender. I feel blending is the real key in the makeup. The more time you provide into blending, the more flawless your makeup is. Now I'll be going with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Sand and will apply on the areas where I have pigmentation, especially around my mouth. And I'll be using my Real Techniques concealer buffing brush to blend my concealer out. I like to use a brush to blend my concealer because it's easier to reach these places because the eyes area are intense and you have to have a very proper control while you blend. And then I'll take my beauty blender and give it all a blend again. Now I use my Revolution concealer in the shade C16 as my contour and I apply it on my cheekbones and on my forehead and also contour my nose. I also like to apply it under my lips a little bit to give it a more plumpy effect. And now using a different blender, I start blending it. You need to trust the process and keep blending. As I said, blending is the key. And now I go with my Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade What Shady Beaches and tone up my contour a little bit. I always go light-handed so that you can build it up whenever you need. Don't forget the jawline. Next, I use my LE Colors Red Rouge blush in the shade For Sure and I apply it on my cheeks. Next, I go with my Maybelline Fit Me compact powder in the shade Warm Nude and set under my eyes and around my mouth. Links for all the products will be mentioned in the description box. Now I'll be using my Faces Canada Ultimate Setting Spray to set my makeup and will tap it with my beauty blender so that there's no harsh lines or strokes and melt my makeup all together. Then I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in the shade Dark Coffee. First I'll run through the spoolie and then I'll use the pencil to make small strokes and especially make some hairline strokes through my eyebrows. and will be again using the spoolie side to blend everything out. Then I'll be using my Wet n Wild Mega Clear eyelash and mascara gel to set my eyebrows in place. Moving with the eyeshadow, I'm using the Revolution eyeshadow in the shade Hypnotic, and I am using a peachy pink color on my crease to give some definition to my eyes. Now using a different eyeshadow blending brush, I use a brown ginger shade to cover my eyelid, and I try to blend everything together. Next I'm using a very angular brush, taking some black shadow and trying to create a black shadow wing liner. I feel like it's very easy and you have more control over it and your eyes look really snatched. Moving on with my eyelash curler, I curl my lashes. Please be very careful while you do this step. Then I use my Maybelline Hyper Curl Mascara and use it on my top lashes as well as my bottom lashes. Then I'm using my Mars Lip Crayon in the shade Curl Power 10, and I tried slightly overline my lips. Then instead of filling my entire lips, I just fill from the outer corners of my lips. Then I'm using the Lime Crime liquid lipstick in the shade Ellie. It's a very pinkish nude and I use it in the center of my lips so that my lips look plumpier, and I blend it out with using my fingers. Now moving on with my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. It's in the shade Molten Gold. I apply it on the highest points of my face, especially on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and also my chin, and not to forget the forehead. Now using a very flat precise brush, I apply the same highlighter in the inner corners and a little bit on the inner lid to give my eyes a pop of glitter. And here's the final look, guys. Hope you guys like the video, and as I said, makeup will always look like makeup no matter what